What's the dinner there? What's the dinner there? I should have did a sound check on this motherfucker before I just jumped on here, went live and all this and all that. You feel me? It may be too late. You feel what I'm saying? You know what else? You should play upon it, man. It's the Ginana. You feel me? Bobby WJ coming at you with another live, man. We gonna we gonna jump into some content today, man. I just ran this content about this dude Prosper, aka DJ Prosper, Charlotte Bonnie Hunter representative, and all this and all that, to where he pretty much made the Bonnie Hunters look bad and some noticeable, respectable, reputable dudes from out the niggas, and he made them look bad. You know what I mean? I feel like he added a black dot to Papa Dad, PD rest in peace, man. You know, Bunny Hunter General and all this and all that. P's and Q's, what's the dinner deal? Baby loves substance, what's the dinner deal? Hey strangers, just dropping by to say hello. Hello. Okay, on that way. Mamacita, how you been? Mac in on your player partner. You know, I'm just running some content. I've been on a hiatus for a minute, but now I'm back, you know, with some righteous and some certified content and all that. And I know a lot of people, you know, they wonder who was Bobby A? Who was Bobby A? Is Bobby A certified? Is Bobby A this, that, and third? Man, I gotta be somebody. Of all these dudes who supposed to be these dudes who be popping it on the internet and all this and all that, supposed to be these guys and all this and all that, but they don't rebuttal, they don't come up against this. So my reputation, it speaks for itself, you feel what I'm saying? But if you need somebody outside of myself to tell you who I am and give you an introduction to the mind and the ways of Bobby Ye, you know, look no further, I got you. Let's get into this content, man. We're gonna be running content on the Beninoid DJ Prosper, man. Something ain't right with that dude, man. My spidey senses go off whenever I hear this dude talking. I see this dude and all this. Something ain't right with that dude, man. But let's get into some content, man. This is who I am. They want to know who am I? I'm gonna let you know who am I. Hold on. And I ain't paid this dude to say none of this or none of that. You know, this is just a dude who our paths have intersected and whatnot. And, you know, this is his perspective of me. You feel what I'm saying? This ain't no prearranged stuff or none of that, but this is who Bobby A is, man. And I appreciate my player partner, KC, Mr. KC 3853, man. Y'all go check out my player partner, Mr. KC 3853, man. Go check out his page and give his page some love.
If y'all ready to take it to the next level, y'all need to check out my boy Bobby A from PJ's. Stomp down, brother. Solid. No smut. Hey, listen, I was in the halls with him and the Y with him. Everything 100%. But listen, his message, hey, might just change your life. If not yours, somebody that really need to hear it. Y'all need to listen to this brother. Hey, listen, he's 100% real. Y'all like, share, and subscribe to my boy channel. Bobby Ye, listen, he ain't paying me for this. Hey, listen, I'm endorsing him. I know him. Solid brother. Y'all check it out.
In Imperial Courts, I grew up in a community where Hispanics was there, right? And it's kind of crazy because we grow up in these communities with the Hispanics, but yet when they go to the correctional institutions, they align themselves with the white peoples who oppress all of us, who didn't like African Americans and who really didn't like Mexicans as well. You feel what I'm saying? But it's also a form of segregation to the point to where it's like reminiscence of what happened in the 1950s and 60s. Because we go to these correctional institutions, we can't eat with the whites, we can't eat with Hispanics. They got their own phones, they got their own tables, and it was the same shit in the South. It was the same shit that was going on in America. You don't come to our water fountains, you don't come to restaurants, you don't come to our hotels. You feel what I'm saying? It just makes no sense how we live in Watts, Compton, Long Beach, South Central, East LA together, but then when they go to prison, they align themselves with the white individuals who at one point in time didn't like the rubbers.
And there it is there. But shout out to my player partner, Mr. KC, man. It's my player partner, Papa. Like, listen, man. Yeah, I get on here and I do certain content and all this and all that. But if you ever want to have a life-changing or intellectual conversation that can stimulate growth in different parts of your life, man, I'm always here, you know, to have a conversation. I'm a phone call away. My change came in the projects. I'm not the type of dude that went to prison, did an excessive amount of years, then came out and said, I'm a changed man. Homie, I had to change in the same environment that had damaged me, that had contributed so many negative elements to my life. I changed where I did the most dirt at. I changed where I put in the most work at. That's why I changed that. You feel what I'm saying? So if you want to talk about change and how to improve the conditions of your life and renew your thinking so that you can be on a path of success, macking on your player partner. But without further ado, man, we're gonna jump into this content. Prosper stepdaddy, Bunny on the beach. Buddy out of BJ, man. You feel me? Buddy out of BJ. What's up with it? Hey, man, I hope you ain't still mad at your player partner, man. You on Renegades, man. Hey, but let's jump into this content, man. Let's see what Bunny out of BJ got to say about the Beninoy. Already showed y'all what he said about Big U marking out Top Dog and all this and all that, and he was there. Him and some more his goons, and then that same story talking about they was blicked up, they had pistols and all this and all that. So why you didn't conduct yourself as a Charlotte Bounty Hunter gangster like in the presence of some Crips that set tripping on some Bloods like? Because you say it was an all-blood video shoot, and if it's an all-blood video shoot, how were these Crips permitted to come there and mark out your homie in your presence and in the presence of a bounty hunter general that I know wasn't going for nothing like that, homie? I know the bounty hunters ain't rocking like that, but let's get into this content, man, and let's see what his stepdad bounty hunter BJ got to say about this dude, man. Yeah, this is crazy, man. Y'all got to check this out, man. Where is that? Hold on, let me find it. Let me scroll. Boom, right there on my mama. Here we go. Let's see what Bunny and BJ feel about this situation, man.
Professor Melly Mail, man, who here with today?
Oh man, you already know, man. We back, man. It's Bunny Hunter BJ, AK CEO Nino Cappuccino, the breeze in, man. We in the building, man.
In the building, man. Good to be sharing time and space with you once again. We back with it. Nino, I want to get right into it, man. But I want to get your take on it. Did you actually see this video?
First of all, run that title back to me about the name of the show, because I'm not familiar.
It's the Moxie Approach.
The Moxie Approach. Okay. And the video clipping, of course, you know, was sent to me, you know, and I seen the video clipping, and the first thing I said to myself, how dare this little motherfucker? Dare this soft ass, googly eye motherfucker, man. It's like,
Run up back, hey, this nigga out of pocket.
tired of being sick and tired. I'm sick and tired.
Hey, this nigga
of the bullshit, the lies, the infiltration. But
hold on, God.
How dare this soft ass, googly eye motherfucker, man? It's like, bro, look, sometime in life you get sick and tired of being sick and tired of sick and tired.
Hold on, I gotta run that back.
The lies, the infiltration.
Hold on, cuz y'all gotta forgive me. Like, on my mama, like, hey, y'all know the dude Prosper, DJ Prosper, Bunny on a Prosper, whatever cuz calling himself. Hey, Mo's TV Reloaded. Much love, man. Hey, top of the morning to you, man. Top of the morning. Hey, I know the dude DJ Prosper. He got like cataracts or something. God damn, this nigga Buddy had a BJ crazy. Hey, please, God forgive me. I'm not laughing at the brother condition. I'm laughing at what Bunny on the BJ said about him. Like, this nigga crazy as a motherfucker, man. Let's get back to the content. Bunny on the BJ out of pocket. This nigga crazy. I gotta run it back.
The bullshit, the lies, the infiltration. But what's allowing me my survival, man, is my tactics.
Oh, let's go back to that.
Look, sometime in life you get sick and tired of being sick and tired of the bullshit, the lies, the infiltration. How dare this soft ass, googly eye motherfucker, man? It's like, bro, look, sometime in life to myself, how dare this little motherfucker? How dare this soft ass, googly eye motherfucker, man? It's like, bro, look,
Oh, God.
sometimes to myself, how dare this motherfucker? How dare this soft ass, googly eye motherfucker, man? It's like, bro, look, sometime in life you get to myself.
It's my last time.
How dare this little motherfucker? How dare this soft ass, googly eye motherfucker, man? It's like, bro, look, sometime in life you get sick and tired of being sick and tired of the bullshit, the lies, the infiltration. But What's allowing me my survival, man, is my tactics. I've always kept it and move a certain way. And I really, really notice that the devil's tactics, and it's always been this way, but it's worse sometime now, is he's sending the weenies. He ain't sending soldiers as soldiers. See, lions fight lions. Lions will fight back with these, man, to disrupt, interrupt. Y'all seen the fucking clipping, bro, and I didn't appreciate it, so I'm here to speak on it.
You know that guy?
Yeah, hell yeah. I used to fuck the dog shit out of his mama. I used to spend nights in his house. Real talk. This ain't no internet bash. Since he want to go there and get on this internet and say he a real gangster, he used to carry gun ass. Since he want to go there and get... So yeah, I see the fucking clipping, bro, and I didn't appreciate it, so I'm here to speak on it. And
did you even know that guy?
Yeah, hell yeah. I used to fuck the dog shit out of his mama. I used to spend mama. I used to spend nights in his house. Real talk. This ain't no internet bash. Since he want to go there, in the fucking clipping, bro, and I didn't appreciate it, so I'm here to speak on it. And
did you even know that guy?
Yeah, hell yeah. I used to fuck the dog shit out of his mama.
Oh, hell no.
I used to spend nights in his house.
Hell no. Let me find out that this nigga DJ Prosper is the real life baby boy. Like, let me find out DJ Prosper is the real is the real life baby boy, and Bunny on the BJ is the real life Melvin. This nigga come on and he in a dog and his mama out. This crazy. Like, man, that's a plot twist right there. Like, see, that be the thing. Like on Stevie Wada Bing on Mike. I know a lot of y'all be like, oh, you say cuz too much. Listen, homie, I'm a certified Crip, man. I'm not a blood. I'm not gonna get on him like it's black blood and all this and all that. I'm not a white boy. Yeah, brother. That's not me. I'm not a Sordani or SA. I'm not gonna be on there talking like this. What's up, dog? Hey, Simone, homie. That's not me. Accept me for who I am or reject me for what I is. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I'm not here to recreate myself to be more befitting for you. That's not what I'm gonna do, homie. I'm a revolutionist. I'm all about my blackness, and it just so happened that I'm a Crip. If I was from the Bay, I'd be saying, you know, what my partners from the Bay be saying and how they be gesticulating and articulating and all that. Like, you feel me? I'm not from the Bay. I'm a Crip. I'm a certified Crip. So if me saying cuz, if my excessive or overusage of the word cuz offends you, then don't come on my live, homie, because it is what it is. This is who I am, and I'm not about to change myself for likes, subscriptions, and views and all that. That's what a lot of dudes do. They retailor themselves to create an image that's more befitting for those who are viewing their content. Like, no, homie, either accept me for who I am or don't accept me at all. But yeah, let me find out DJ Prosper, man, is a real life baby boy. Man, it's crazy, man. Bunny on the BJ say he used to be fucking the shit out of his mama. Like, that's crazy. Like, that's crazy. Let's get back into the content.
Real talk. This ain't no internet bash. Since he want to go there and get on this internet and say he a real one, a gangster, I used to carry gun. Let's go. This your real big homie. This Nino Cappuccino, AK Bunny on the BJ, nigga. PCE, Paper Chase Entertainment. Nigga used to run around with me, young nigga. I got plenty of pictures with you, nigga, on my sets, films, music, everything. You a type of young nigga used to try to find yourself. Don't get me wrong. He was a good young. That's why it's shocking to me. Not just to me, the whole hood, the project.
Pause. I want to take this opportunity to reiterate, right? When you coming from the housing projects, when you coming from the ghetto and these destitute communities, it's not a lot of successful images that's associated with black men, doctors, lawyers, judges, politicians, and all that. We have a lot of adolescents in our communities that have the potential to go out and do amazing and great things and excel beyond the hood, right? But being that those resources and those outlets is limited, like a lot of cats, like even myself, like I was a straight A and sometimes A and B student, depending on how much effort I put into my work and whatnot. But I was a straight A student. But here I am, a certified Crip. Here I am, a certified PJ Watts gang member and all this and all that, homie. But I excel academically. But it wasn't a lot of other roles in my community other than pimp, player, hustler, gangster, robber, jacker, robber, same thing. Like, you feel what I'm saying? But here's the prime example of that. You got this dude, Esco or DJ Prosperous, ES and all this. Man, he was really a good kid. But it was no other images. It wasn't any other positions that he could have played in his community coming from the Nicholson Gordon housing projects. So what he tried to do, he tried to align himself with the gangsters, and now it's backfiring on him. Now he got a certified Bunny Hunter Watts gang member, Bunny Hunter Watts member, OG Nino Cappuccino, BJ, Bunny Hunter BJ, just coming on here and saying, man, this dude ain't like that. He ain't never been like that, man. I know the dude. I used to be, doing my thinning thing on his mom and all this and all that, like, you feel me? So that just goes to say, man, a lot of these YNs who are out here in the community doing what it is that they do, homie, they're not doing it because they want to do it. They doing a lot of this shit by default. They doing a lot of this shit because it's not any programs, resources, and outlets that can get them out of the hood so they can say, you know what, I may want to be a firefighter. You know what, I may even want to be a police officer. I may want to be a judge, a lawyer, a doctor, a congressman, whatever you choose to be. But being that we don't see that in the hood, it's not those positions in the hood. A lot of us, fall to this gangster shit, and it's a sad situation, and it's a sad reality, like, you know what I mean? But let's get back into this content, man. I just wanted to pause that and just speak on that, man, because a lot of these dudes who be in these gangs and shit, they ain't even cut to be in no gang. And you wonder why when they get apprehended or they get in these interrogation rooms, they crack, because they know that he wasn't never cut out. He was never meant to be a gangster, like, you feel what I'm saying? But let's run this content.
The projects is furious about this shit. Especially
he didn't mean infurious. Bunny on the BJ with those words. He meant infuriated. The bounty hunters is either furious or infuriated with this SHIT.
His peers, bro, because it's like, hey, nigga, you ain't cut like that. You ain't no banker. PD ain't your big homie. You niggas is the same age. Same age group, same generation. That ain't your big homie. So it's like, bro, you got this internet, and what you did, you showed your real colors. Mm-hmm. Oh, you've been infiltrating, young nigga. You're 60. You're a rolling 60.
Pause. Stop right there on Eastside PJ Watch Crib on Stevie Waller Bing. Before I even seen this, I told y'all when the Crips came up to that all blood video shoot, I believe in my heart this cat DJ Prosper, this cat Prosper is the one who dropped the location and gave Big U the up on his big homie. I believe that in my heart, man. I have a strong intuition, man. I don't know why, I don't know what it is, but that's part of my special inner qualities. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I can feel things before it happened. I can sense things that's not or has not manifested in the physical form yet. And I'm willing to bet $1,000 to a dime or a nickel. This dude, this dude, DJ Prosper, is the one who gave the 6 O's the location of the video shoot. And that's how Big U came up there and pressed his big homie. Oh, my mama, man, I'm willing to bet $1,000 to dimes, quarters, and nickels. That dude, DJ Prosper, gave Big U that location so he can come up there and holler at his big homie. That's treason. So like Bonnie on the BJ say, man, you done came on here and all you did was just expose yourself for being a snake, a sucker, a buster, and a cat that ain't really about what he say he bought on the internet. Like, you feel what I'm saying? You got exposure. You got caught in your internet lies, cuz.
Them niggas told you what, get on the internet and finally expose this story and do a story on your own homie, your own peer you grew up with.
But let me say this, BJ.
Man,
people don't care about respectability no more on the internet.
All right, now this is the thing, man. God forgive me, man. Y'all forgive me, but this is Professor Melly Mill content from out of Santana Block, Compton Crib. And cuz it's real similar to DJ Vlad. Not on no snitch shit or nothing like that, but cuz love to hear himself talk. Like, let cuz finish expressing what he expressing about his little homie. You brought him on here to express. You brought him on here to get his point of view. You brought him on here to do an interview, but Professor Melly Mel, man, he like to, talk on and on, man. Sometimes cuz talk too motherfucking much. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. If I'm bringing a person on my page or my platform to do an interview, I'm going to do an interview. I'm going to ask questions that's going to allow you to articulate, that's going to allow you to express as long as you can. And if it's going on too long, I know how to bring it back, reel it in, ask you another question to get us back on track or get us to the next topic. But Professor Melly Mel, sometimes he talk too motherfucking much, trying to express or show I'm just as intellectual as everyone else. I experienced this and I went through that. We ain't talking about you right now, cuz that's that Vlad shit. I think cats like that really want to interview themselves. Cuz need to use AI or whatever is the CGI and all that and Cuz need to interview herself. That's what Cuz should do. Professor Melly Mel and DJ Vlad, y'all need to interview yourselves, because y'all always cut motherfuckers off when they saying the good shit. Like, god damn, let this nigga talk. We don't even know if Cuz gonna get back to the shit that he was talking about, the shit that we tuning in for about DJ Prosper, because you just cut Cuz off. Let the motherfucker talk. God damn, that's why. Listen, homie, I do not, and I don't mean no disrespect, Cuz it's the hub and dub. That's what it is, Cuz. I'm not disrespecting Cuz and none of that. I'm just saying, Cuz in some of Cuz interviews, he talked too motherfucking much. Let the guest speak, Cuz. Let the guest speak. We tuning in to hear the guest speak, Cuz. Let them speak. We don't want to hear you speak. We want to hear you ask questions, Cuz. Cuz will ask a question, a person be like, yeah, man, I knew Tony Schizamo. Yeah, me and Tony Schizamo used to fuck with them hoes and do this. Oh, yeah. See, I got a story with Tony Schizamo. See, me and Tony Schizamo, we started in juvenile hall, and we didn't even know that we was on the same basketball team. And then from that, we was on the same baseball team. And I didn't even know that until we went to the fest. And when we got to the fest, I said, hey, Tony Schizamo, hey, dude, man, we don't give a fuck. You can do an independent video on how you know Tony Schizamo. Let the interviewee speak. That's what you brought him on for, man. That's that DJ Vlad said. Sometimes shut the fuck up and let them do what it is that you brought them on the show to do. And I rest my case. Let's get back into it. I hope that Bonnie Hunter BJ picks up where he left off before this dude cut him off. Like, god damn, sometimes you talk too motherfucking much, man.
And that they care about numbers. So it may be, in fact, that he doing this strictly for numbers. And why I say this is because if you take a look
at Bonnie on the BJ face, number one, he's agitated, he's frustrated, and he's mad as hell that this dude Prosper. And I think he feels some type of way because Professor Melly Mel didn't allow him to fully express, man. God damn.
Around and I'm gonna go, but let's go back to the Big U character first. I'm gonna deal with that, and then I'm gonna come back to PD because I love PD. PD actually spent time with
Just
me.
know
I told you on PJ Crip. Yeah, I know Tony Schizamo. I'm gonna go back to PD because me and PD actually spend time. Like, that's not what the fuck we here for. We here to hear Bonnie Hunter BJ point of view on his little homie that did some treasonous type shit. Let this man speak. God damn. You want to talk about this, that, and third and all this. We don't want to hear that shit, man. We want to hear how the Bonnie Hunters feel about this dude committing the act of treason and going on there and making their homies look like they suckers, when I know the Bonnie Hunters ain't suckers. The 6-0s ain't suckers neither, and I'm glad that they engage in some type of conflict or war, because it would have been chaotic. You feel what I'm saying? But let's get back into this, man.
Behind all our fucking actions.
Okay, so people bring up this Big U character.
So there's consequences behind all our fucking actions.
Okay, Bonnie Hunter BJ want to continue to address the situation. That's why he said, just know this. There's consequences behind all of our fucking actions. And you want to talk about the character Debo and all. Come on, man. God damn, man.
When people bring up this Big U character and he listened to Tiny Lister said he portrayed it off of Big U, right? But if you go back to what Ice Cube and the guy that originally wrote the script, which was DJ Pooh, right? They wrote it off a guy named Gangsta Sam from 111
Trip. Neighbor.
And what the fuck that got to do with this story and this dude getting on here saying what he said? Bonnie Hunter BJ coming on here to correct it, G-check him and rebuttal. Come on, my nigga, you talking about some stupid ass shit right now. Now you taking the shit to another direction. Who gives a fuck who they base the cat Debo off of? I mean, yeah, Debo off of. Don't nobody give a fuck. What is Gangsta Sam from 111 Neighborhood Crip? See, this is the thing, man. How the fuck are these cats so intelligent and they can't dissect and analyze certain things, but they present themselves to be scholars and all this? Man, get the fuck out of here. Listen to me, cuz I want y'all to hear me out real quick, right? Because it's not a contradiction and it's not a discrepancy, right? When Ice Cube and DJ Pooh from Watergate Crip, Ice Cube associated with the Rolling Hunters and all that, 111, 11-5 and all that, right? When they initially created the character Debo, yes, it was based off Gangsta Sam from 111 Neighborhood Crip. It was based off of him. We gonna write this character based off of Gangsta Sam. Understandable. But when Tiny Lister when Tiny Lister portrayed the character Debo, the energy that he tapped into, the image that he represented was Big U. That's not a discrepancy. Okay, y'all wrote it with Gangsta Sam in mind. Boom. This is the character. We developed the character off the characteristics of Gangsta Sam. But when Tiny Lister came, the way that he portrayed it was off of Big U. That's not a discrepancy. Why the fuck is we even talking about that when we should be talking about the meat and potatoes of this situation? Like, you taking this shit somewhere else, man. It gets convoluted at times when you listen to some of Professor Melly Mel's content and all that, because he want to be long-winded and, oh yeah, I know with you, and yeah, back in 1987 this happened and I was there and I'm like, and it was, and I'm feeling, and that was like, don't nobody give a fuck, man. Let the individuals that you're interviewing be long-winded and let them talk at length and all that. We don't want to hear you, man. We want to hear you ask questions and them give answers, man. Like, God damn, cuz this should be crazy, man. Shout out to Compton Rick Rock, man. I watched some content from Compton Rick Rock last night, man. And that dude, when he get on this camera, homie, he can almost be a real life commentator. I can see him on BET asking questions and all that, man. Shout out to Compton Rick Rock. Let's get back into the content, cuz. And shout out to Bunny on the BJ too.
And Big U,
neighborhood.
Big U got the character from that guy. So
history, real history,
yeah,
real
right. So
how did Big Man? This is some stupid shit, and I hate that we gotta pause and dissect this. How the fuck did Big U get his persona and his character from Gangsta Sam and Big U's Big U? They say Big U been a bully ever since they taught him how to what's all. Ever since they taught him how to do that, man, Big U was a naturally big dude, and being that he knew martial arts, karate, and he knew how to throw hands, he was naturally a bully. Okay, you got Big U from the 60s, you got Big Ken from the PJs, you got these type of individual, these what they call them, man, not prototypes, but whatever. You got these personalities and characteristics everywhere. That doesn't mean that Big U got his persona, his characteristics, and his get down from Sam, because everywhere you go, man, you got type in every neighborhood, homie. A-Trays, PJs, Gray Streets, Bunny Hunters, 10 Lines, Crunch Streets, Compton Crips, Compton Power Rules, Bloods, Crips up north, everywhere, man. Like, we was on a good track until he stopped him and started talking about this so frivolous bullshit, man. Let's get back into the content.
So what I'm telling you is that there's a Big U in the Nickersons, there's a Big U in Santana, there's a Big U everywhere. Even in Baltimore, Texas, wherever, there's always a Big U. He's not an anomaly. But what's happening is that, listen, hip-hop community, and this is our fault, for allowing them to buy and rent our neighborhoods. How do you feel about that?
I've been saying it. I've been talking about it. But, oh, he the angry man. Oh, no, I'm a smart OG. I'm a smart OG that had enough sense to know that, okay, if we down here, we claiming these projects as our community, our neighborhoods, then nigga, we got to take control, vast control of it, organize structure, and make sure we get money behind it as being gangsters. Then what are we doing this shit for? So it's like, no. Makes me look like I'm crazy, but all the time I'm right. So now every hood in Los Angeles, not just my hood, not just the projects, every hood has become a fucking tourist attraction for them cameras. Because everybody want to be when it used to be rules. Okay, if you in the street, you really in the streets, young nigga, you stay in the streets, you got no business being on no camera. You ain't got no business on no internet, doing none of this shit on the internet. You a real gang member and a gangbanger. Those was the rules. See, ain't none of them rules no more.
Well, the die once everybody got on the internet.
Cherry did.
But you see this guy who prospers, I'm sure that he probably don't even come to the Knicks no more.
At all, man.
So wherever he's at with his time and space, he's able through social media, virtual reality, to say some wild stuff, right? And it all fuels the fire and the passion of the individuals that really walk that line. That was, the lot boys, the bounty hunter lot, and the Deuce line, and all these different lines.
That's where he grew up at, on the Deuce, in the lot, boy. Listen, man. Again, let me just give you my thorough history of this kid Esco and his brother. See,
that's his name, Esco.
Yeah, that's just like me getting on here. If I want to go there, it's shit I can talk about that I don't even about because it ain't the internet business. It's shit that I've been in, as far as the process of wars with other neighborhoods, even the 60s. You ain't gonna never hear me tell them stories, bro. But you ain't gonna come on and try to air his own neighborhood that you grew up out of because you done been infiltrated and these niggas over here accepted you and tell you, oh no, nigga, we'll beat your homies up. We ain't gonna touch you. Hey, look, motherfucker, you really in violation. And you grew up in the lot, in my homegirl Cynthia old house. Your mama, your brother, I used to fuck with your mama. I beat the dog shit out your brother for doing the same shit you doing on the internet, but he did it in Baltimore, so down where behind my back, running his mouth. And he didn't know my alliance in my hand reached in Baltimore. So I got the phone call. I said, whenever I catch you, young nigga, I'm DPing you. I dragged his ass off of Compton Avenue, locked him into one of our stores, and I beat the dog shit out of his ass, man. Real talk. But that wasn't the world to know, because they ain't something I'm gonna come on here and tell the world all about. That's my little homie. He got a line violated, and he apologized after all that. But you in violation, bro, and you know you ain't cut like that. So I had to come on here after getting these phone calls and knowing I got that platform, and I represent my hood and represent the homies. I represent the people, all the people, Compton, Watts, South Central, the real. And it's like, I'm tired of seeing you winning this thing. You're gonna keep conquering what was really real out here once upon a time. And because cats that moved away, cats that made it out, niggas that became successful, achieved goals. Now you want to try to make mockery and a perspective and become somebody on them. Dude, you really got on here to try to clown and say, oh, yeah, I'm really gangster. I'm like that, top like that here. Listen, nigga, I raised him. I'm a part of his raising.
We're talking about Top Dog.
Top Dog, Lee Tiffin. Played in my front yard, my backyard every damn day. Me, my brothers, his brothers, my cousins. His granny is my granny. Nigga, I wouldn't dare let you disrespect it. And nigga, I done been mad at him for business issues that we go through. But it ain't the internet business. And I love him, respect him, nigga. So I'm here to protect him. You feel me? Yeah, and whatever took place as far as the overall story, I can't say what place is the cemetery because I wasn't there. He done had a real bounty hunter hitters with him, because I guarantee you, nobody gonna fucking touch his head. He would have had us with him. Straight talk. I don't give a fuck who
on my mama. Yeah.
Oh, it would have happened. Yeah. Feel me? If niggas like us would have been there. So I don't know what happened.
He also, I guess for video purposes, he mentioned PD, and I knew PD because I spent time with him in Terminal Island, and PD was a real.
Young Rays, man.
Yeah.
Young Rays. He come from the third, that last project generation before our shit got all flipped up. He's the last of the myth of that generation, bro. Feel me? So he was raised by us. He was raised right. Just like this young nigga was raised, but he wasn't equipped to get out there in them streets. So he was a little DJ. He played music. He played with the females. Feel me? He was a part of different organizations during the peace treaty era.
So this is a prime example. Everybody don't play the same position.
No, man. So why would you go become grown in your 40s right about now, looking like you're sick, and get on this internet and like you said, in terms of make numbers, because you know everything, you've seen everything. So you figure these niggas, we see the tactics, bro. Smart was because why else didn't you tell this story already 15 years ago or 10 years ago when it happened? We know Lil Wayne was pussy. I just smashed on them niggas. We know that. Feel me? But it's certain shit it ain't the internet business to know, man.
And let me do a correction. I don't want to say the man's name was Gangster Sam. I want to say Neighborhood Sam, because sometimes, those different names, when you say them in certain contexts, people take issue with it. But I'm gonna say Neighborhood Sam because he was from 111. But that character itself, Ice Cube and DJ Pooh wrote
This
that
nigga went back to that.
specifically off of him because that's who they seen growing up. I just wanted to do that correction while we were here.
No, and you're absolutely right. Just in reference of agreement with that, you're absolutely right because it was told to me that way, exactly out of Ice Cube mouth. Feel me? And Big Monster, because Big Monster was one of the homies with Sam during that time and era. And just to go to show you, you know who Sam really is? Big D, the OG. Debo. Goddamn right, the nigga who bodyguard Cube. Nigga,
that's
nigga.
Debo.
That's who it is.
That's who Debo is.
Feel me?
Sam.
Big swole. Look like, feel me, like a bam out of everybody. Good nigga.
Yeah.
History, bro.
Yeah. So how do we get through this Lil Wayne stuff, man? Because Lil Wayne, I don't see him with blue rag and I don't see him with a red rag. But then there's people that would accept that based on him coming in, maybe because he got a hit record, or is he providing, an economy? I don't know.
Come on, man, let's cut the bullshit.
Okay,
you already know. We uncut, raw, riveting. This is way, man. You feel me? I'm for the people, by the people, to the people.
Yes, sir.
Melly, the game's been going on what it's been going on. The shit that's hitting right now, as far as hitting, it's already been going on in the 90s. Just certain individuals moved a certain way and was smart. Like I'm one of them, smart.
Hold on, I want to speak on that real quick. Like, because when Lil Wayne them came out west, like, to my knowledge, to the information, speaking to the information or sharing the information that was shared with me, one of the first spots that they came to and watched was the PJs. Like, you feel me? That came on his helmet, but yeah, the Navy. If you ever try to home, I don't want to say the N-word, but that video was partially shot in Imperial Court's housing projects. So was that Juvenile, follow me now, come on, saluted these. Those videos were shot partially in Imperial Court's housing projects and on the back streets of Imperial Courts. They got a few 11 Deuce Gray Streets in one of those videos. They got the homie Pooh Butt doing donuts in a Regal or the Monte Carlo. Yeah, I think it was a Regal, a gray and black Regal. They got the homie DK in that video with the PJ Watts on his forearm and all this and all that. When Cash Money first came out here, some of the first cats that they was trying to align themselves with was the PJs. But one of the older homies, man, he tried to extort. These are some real project niggas from out of New Orleans and all that. They hip to this and all that. So they ain't fuck with the homies. They went over there and started fucking with the Gray Streets. Like BJ, Bunny on the BJ said on his past interviews and all that shit that they would have been Gray Streets if certain factors ain't coming into play. You feel what I'm saying? And that's when they later on aligned themselves with the Bloods through their connection with Mac 10, all this and all that. Like, but when they first came to out west, like they was really trying to fuck with the PJs, but the homies was just a little bit too aggressive. Like the homies thought that was a meal ticket, but what they did, they ran them away, and we regret that to this day. They ran them away to the Jordan Downs. Like they started fucking with the Gray Streets and bananas and all that, and somehow played a role in that equation and all that type of shit. But when they first came out here, they was really trying to fuck with the PJs, and you can go watch those videos and you can see the proof is in the pudding. But let's get back to the content and see what Bunny on the BJ got to say about this right here, man.
You how to move a certain way. It ain't the world's ideal business to know what the hell you're doing as far as your grind, your hustle, when you're living in that dark side of that dark world. I no longer live in that dark world, that dark side. I'm corporate. I'm legit. I'm a taxpaying citizen. So I can speak on certain things of experience that doesn't incriminate my life. I can teach this. That's why I said you can't have half body in, half body out. It's either you out or you in. It ain't no in between. You can't play the sides. When we was on the streets, you couldn't play the sides on the streets. You couldn't be, okay, I'm really with this over here, but I'm not. So it's choices, man.
So, but still, they don't explain who gets say so. Lil Wayne, Chris Brown, Bow Wow, Soulja Boy, and all these individuals, and then you got all these other guys, that claim Crip neighborhoods as well. We all know that there's guys that line themselves on both sides for whatever reason.
It ain't no for whatever reason. From the trending set of this shit, man.
It's a trend.
The check-in has been real. Whether the world want to accept it, you out-of-towner niggas want to accept it. See, a lot of out-of-towners it becomes shocking to them because we're in a digitalized world now. So everything can be seen in the glass eye. When we know LA, we're different breed of niggas. We're different breed.
All right, I want to say this. You know, Cuz just briefly spoke about the check-in. The check-in initially wasn't created to extort niggas, like, but you coming from destitute communities and you coming, you know, into these communities where you got cats like Tony Bogart. Tony Bogart, the last imperial general, you feel what I'm saying? I don't care what nobody say, when they had lieutenants, colonels and all that, but Tony Bogart sealed that general position in Imperial Courts Housing Project. So when you interacting with a dude like Tony Bogart, this is a dude who's a mastermind. This is a dude who you can kind of say is a master manipulator. So if you coming from out of town and you see how divided, how chaotic, and how gangster Los Angeles is, how hungry and thirsty the populace is, especially the gang populace, you bound to get booked. You bound to get robbed. You bound to get jacked. That just is what it is. So dudes was coming out here putting Usalama protection on themselves to protect them from the wolves that was booking entertainers and all that. Most noticeably, the 6-0s. The 6-0s was booking cats. They was letting them know, man, you come out here, man, shit, we gonna rob you if we catch you down bad. If we catch you lacking, we gonna rob you. So a lot of dudes came out here and they aligned themselves with certain organizations, certain sets, certain cliques and all that for a form of protection. But this is the thing. If I'm protecting you, and I got people in my community, these is my poppers. You know what I'm talking about when I say my poppers. These my dudes that's gonna pop them things. They have to be compensated. So if we protecting you, and it's a 90% chance that if you with us and the 6-0 see you with us, and then they try to press you, homie, we could take penitentiary chances protecting you, and we could potentially kick off a gang war. So we have to be compensated. That's what it was. It ain't mandatory that you come out west and you align yourself to somebody, or you know, check in with somebody. You ain't really got to check in, but just know what the odds is. The city of Los Angeles has unalive more rappers than any other city. It's dangerous out here, homie. Yes, the entertainment capital of the world, but when you want West Compton, South Central, parts of Long Beach, and other surrounding cities and communities, homie, these are destitute communities. These are people who are way below the poverty line, and you come up and you got big chains and you looking like something and all that. And I know it's 100,000 on your neck. I know it's 25,000 on your arm. My babies is hungry. My baby mama on AFDC. Soon as the check come in, the check go out. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need that, homie. And that just is what it is, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. So I just wanted to briefly just talk about that. Like, man, it ain't something that all of Los Angeles created to be extortions. No. But like I was telling you, when I was in the California Youth Authority, YTS, if you weren't gonna rob, you was gonna provide, because we holding it down for the black race. We going at it with these Mahindas. We fighting the Mexicans and all that to let them know, no, homie, not all blacks is just gonna take a land down. No, we ain't doing that, homie. Just like y'all raising people, yeah, we got some cats on these halls and on these banks that's gonna do the right too. Just like y'all packing dudes out and victimizing dudes, yeah, we got that same level of engagement. We got those same type of individuals that's gonna inflict maximum pain when we can get our hands on you. When we these on you, just know it's going down. So LA never had the mind state of becoming extortionists. Being that the 6-0s is the closest to the more affluent communities, they came into contact with more celebrities and more people who was getting money. So they were kind of more privy and more privileged than other cats, you know, coming from the other side, the other parts of the west side of LA and the east side and all that. The east side, that's far, homie. We way on the other side of the 110. Like, we ain't that close to Hollywood and Beverly Hills, the Beverly Center and all that, but the 6-0s is. They close to West LA. In those affluent areas and communities and all that. But LA cats ain't never just had the mind to become extortionists. Oh, you come out here, we're gonna extort you. You come out here, you get in a situation, you get your chain snatched or somebody own you. Yeah, you can give us a few dollars and we have your back. It's almost like being mercenaries of war, entertainment mercenaries. You feel what I'm saying? You come out here, man, you align yourself with us, and we got you. That's just is what it is. Because why should I put my homies' safety and security at jeopardy for you? So you come out here, these cats rob you, we go handle that, form of compensation, we taking penitentiary chances to me is asinine, and it doesn't make no sense. I want to just say this: the whole culture to be reconstructed. We got to reconstruct the whole culture in a mind state that perpetuate the cycles that we have created in this culture. And I'm gonna get back to Cappuccino video, and then I'm gonna take you to a video that kind of like substantiated some of the suspicions that I have about this dude named Esco, Bunny on Esco, ES, DJ Prosper.
The global cats. So we know what took place in this city. Hip hop know what took place in this city in the 80s, the late 80s and the 90s, especially the 90s. How detrimental it was and hard it was for certain artists, especially coming from East Coast, was primarily who all the competitors was. It wasn't too much in the hip hop era during that time, besides from out of Texas, the J Prince eras. So guys couldn't just pop up in the city and do shows and shoot no videos in these monument areas that they wanted to shoot them in that they seen once on TV, unless they had that structure. And that structure was there for a reason. It's supposed to be.
Or unless they had that bag. Let me just speak to this, right? Unless they had that bag, right? A lot of individuals who travel internationally, right? When they go into these war-torn communities, when they go into these hostile communities, what's one of our countries and cities, what's one of the first things they do? They get Usalama, they get security. So if you're going to Baghdad and it's a war out there, is you not going to employ some form of security? If you go to a war-torn city or country in Africa, is you not going to put safety and security on yourself? Celebrities do it all the time. When LeBron James and all these other high-profile celebrities and whatnot go out into public, do they not have bodyguards? Do they not have security? Los Angeles is a war-torn city. It's a war-torn community that just so happened to also be a destitute community. So when you come into these destitute communities, and they got these, at this point in time, 25-year, 30-year gang wars and all that, and you can be shooting a video and somebody can come through popping and anything can happen. Or are you not going to put safety and security on yourself? Or are you not going to employ individuals from that region, from that community that can help you navigate through this war-torn community? So it's nothing really. See, the checking in point part, they didn't turn it to be something super, super derogatory, right? But it's nothing wrong with employing the services of certain cats that can make sure and ensure that you get back on your flight to go back to wherever you came from. And that's my POV, and that's how I feel about it. As far as checking in and somebody extorting me, no, it's not gonna happen. But like I said before, if I got a partner in New York and I'm going to New York to handle some BI, what's the deal there, man? It's your player partner, man. I'm in your city, man. What's up? Let's get all right after we get lunch, man. Listen, man, I got a 2-day shoot. I'm gonna pick you up, and this one I'm gonna give you for rolling with me and thugging with your player partner, man. I got you, because he got to put his life on hold. Whatever he had going on, prior to me coming out there, he had to stop that, to be there to help me navigate through his city. So to show my gratitude, I'm gonna break cuz off with a little paper, man. Good looking out, man. I appreciate that. You feel me? So the whole checking in point, man. Certain cats from off the west side, they didn't turn it to something else. 6-0s was doing it. They've been doing it since the 80s. Other dudes caught up on it, and then they tried to replicate it, and they turned it into this culture of you have to check in on this, that, and third. You ain't really got to come to LA and check in. You ain't got to do that. But if you want to be protected, check in with somebody. If you don't want to check in with reputable, honorable dudes from certain sects and all that, just make sure you got a security detail around you. Get you some private security, and that's all I'm gonna say. And we're gonna get back into the content and hear what Brother Bunny on the BJ got to say in regards to this just whole situation, man.
Yeah, because these is our community, these are neighbors. That's like we going to Texas some damn where niggas better make niggas check in and get real and structured, organized, so to be right. That's only a real smart businessman.
So wait, am I'm hearing a pick and choose? Because if I'm trying to bypass Big U, I'm calling BJ and Watts. If right. I'm trying to bypass BJ, I might call Gangster and Compton.
That's how this shit was,
and that's okay.
But the internet got it like it's one man.
Hey, listen, I done told y'all this before, cuz it ain't no one man, it ain't no one set in Los Angeles that dictate everything. Like, no, hell no, cuz it's too many warring factions. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like I was telling Big Sean people when they came to the projects and pure housing projects, when I had them come to my community and do that bounce back video, like, man, big so on and so forth, I'm wearing shit over here. And we dare to bring his big bad ass over here to these projects to the east side of Watts and try to dictate anything or try to pull up like I did it to the bounty hunters on the west side at that cemetery. Like, no, cuz it would have turned bad. On east side PJ Watts script on Stevie Walla Bean, it would have went bad for Big U and anybody that he brought to the east side to Watts to the Imperial Coast housing projects, cuz we ain't standing with that. It don't pop like that on PJ Crib. And I know a lot of cats out of town and they don't fully understand it, and it's a false narrative that's being perpetuated on the internet. But you know what I mean, you do what you see is fit for you, but every action has an equal or greater reaction. Just know that. But if you ever out in LA, homie, and you trying to do some solid dudes that's not trying to extort you, not trying to exploit you, homie, my number is on here, homie. I do good business. We ain't gonna rob you. We ain't gonna let nobody rob you. You feel what I'm saying? When we open up our doors and let you come into our community, homie, we gonna make sure you feel at home. We gonna make sure you feel welcome. You feel what I'm saying? But in order to get that, just know, in order to employ my services, homie, you got to be able to pay the security that I'm going to place around you, homie. And we don't overcharge you. We not charging no astronomical fee and all that. But if we got to stop what we got to do to facilitate and to accommodate you, there has to be a fee. And that's not extortion. That's you are employing my services to make sure you got a pass into these communities that you typically wouldn't be able to go into. And if my stop doing what they doing to facilitate and accommodate you, they have to be compensated. It's not by force, it's always by choice, man. But let's get back into the content.
Don't nobody know what he was doing on the west. It went where it was going on west. That shit was not happening in Washington County, on the east side. I don't know one individual that I know from the niggas who had real money, such as myself and other niggas, was getting extorted for $10,000 money. And I heard that. And
that was wild. On my mama. Big U lied on that. Big U lied on that. This dude say that individuals in LA who was getting paper was paying him $10,000 a month. Man, use a motherfucking lie. And that's how these motherfuckers that got you into a RICO, because you didn't felt in love with the likes, the subscriptions, the recognition of the internet, and you on here making it seem like you just that universal cat throughout Los Angeles. Like, hell no. Man, you got cats like Bunny Hunna BJ. Bunny Hunna BJ is a certified Bunny Hunna person. I don't want to say general because I can't speak on their politics, but he's a thorough dude over there. I got family members that then, you know, that know him on a personal level and handle business with him and all that. I got cousins and all that from Bonnie Hunters that attest to certain narratives that he put out there. This is a thorough dude, homie. You got dudes like, you know, certain cats from my projects that was balling or still is balling that wasn't paying Big U a thing, homie. So you mean to tell me that the Hoovers, the 8 Trades, and all these dudes that's balling from these from their opposing sets was paying Big U $10,000? You probably was extorting and exploiting the neighborhood card, but you weren't doing that to the hub and dub. You weren't coming to Watson Compton telling cats you got to give me $10,000. That's on my dead sister on Stevie Walla Bean, PJ Watts Crip. Cuz if Big U brought that type of energy to the east side, homie, Big U wouldn't have had as long as a reign as he had. Because one thing them cats from the PJs, the Bonnie Hunters, in the Jordan Downs, one thing them dudes gonna do, they gonna flick that fire. We don't play about that extortion shit and all that. We ain't let nobody extort us, homie. You probably got certain cats in their respective projects getting extorted by their homies, but outside the projects, oh no, they don't go down like that, homie. You got too many cats in these projects that got certain reputations and want to be bad, and they gonna protect and preserve the reputation of their set. So Big U getting $10,000 from the big ballers throughout LA, man, that's a motherfucking lie, cuz y'all gotta stop believing that shit. These niggas get on here and they put themselves in a trick bag like Stevie, like Keefe D. Oh yeah, you know, I was in the car when and now you in jail for some shit you ain't had nothing to do with. The feds let you trick yourself. Big U getting all this attention and he want to be this bigger than life image and persona and all that, and the feds to let you talk yourself into a RICO. So all that positive and amazing shit you was doing for the community, that shit is overshadowed by the narrative that you created, that you this big bad Debo of LA County. You wasn't that throughout LA County, cuz you may have been that in your respective car, the rolling car, the neighborhood car, but you wasn't that throughout all LA, cuz. Excuse me. In Compton and Watts on Steve-O, we don't play them type of games, homie. Ain't nobody extorting us. Ain't nobody exploiting us. None of that, homie. We just don't get down like that, homie. Our identity is too thorough to let a dude from anywhere extort and exploit us. But let's get back into the content. But Bunny and the BJ expressed an excellent point when he just said that.
Trust and believe. Every interview I did, bro, I've always given you his props as far as the respect aspect. Because like I said, he ain't never stepped to me ever.
Right.
And I done been in his face like me and you, presence, venues, shook hands, pound, all that. Me and him been with Ron Simon together, all that shit. So I know. But so for me to get on here and have to deal, is it man enough where if I felt some kind of way, I'd have said it in his face. And whatever consequences we would have had to
I'm gonna tell you this on Eastside PJ Watch Script, true story on Stevie. I'm not gonna go too in detail than this, right? But they was at the basket factory, Big U up there with Don Cheeto, T.I. and all of them, like, right? We come down in politics and the little homies dissing, the dudes from the other side, the Enemigos and all this and all that, like, right? I tell a little homie on Crip, tell a little homies on Steve-O, stop dissing. You doing no dissing, cuz. We gonna get cracking. We come down here to get cracking. We gonna get cracking on the opposition because they in violation, right? So when Big U see us come down, Eastside PJ Watch Crip on Stevie while the Bean on Mike, Big U get on. He grabbed his partner. He jumped in. It was either all white Benz or black Benz on PJ Crip. Cub his partner and pew, cuz leave expeditiously. But based on the Big U, a historical, noticeable figure from off the west side, a motherfucker greeting like, "What's up, Big U? What's the deal?" Oh man, he was out of there on PJ Crip. It wasn't no, yeah, what's up, little homie? Whoopie whoop or this, that, and third. Even though afterwards, after I laid my demo down on a cat from the other side, and I'm not boasting, but after I laid my demo down, word get to him somehow because he left. When I laid down my demonstration, Cuz left. Well, he was getting in his car. He was in his car on PJ Crip. Cuz come out. He got the dude with him, whoever the dark skinned dude that was with him. He get. I'm like, "What's up, Big U? What's up, Cuz?" Oh, him and Holler. And Cuz getting in the car. The dude from the opposing side, he coming up. I'm like, "What's up, Cuz?" In violation because we come. We coming at it to do our thing, and you walk up to this dude and you give him a handshake and a hug and all that. So I'm like, "Watch out, cuz." I tell the homie, "Watch out." Boom, and I put the dude to sleep on Mike. So Big U was getting in the car as all this is going down. Like a motherfucker greet Big U, "What's up, Big? What's up, Big U? What's up, cuz?" Him and Holler. Cuz get in the car. The homie hug Cuz from the other side, embrace him and all. And I'm like, "What's up, cuz?" I think I either said, "Check it out, come here," but I said something else. And cuz, we closing in the distance and I boom, put him to bed on Mike. But I said all that to say this, like, even Big U recognized the influence and the potential of danger in Watts. And when we came down there, D cuz holler at our what we call our enemigos, cuz when we went down there to holler at our enemigos, Big U seen me, and this can turn volatile. This can turn crazy. I'm out of here. And cuz got on PJ Crip. Take that however you want to take it. But certain cats, when it come to Watts, homie, they know what it is and they know what the potential of danger to be.
In there because I moved certain ways that he moved. When we see the other congregated, I had moves like he had to move.
So the line be more powerful. But you ain't never seen a whoop on circus.
Man. I mean, don't let no like we were talking about earlier in 2025, there has to be some type of accountability here. These cats who are putting themselves in these type of positions to create fake content, fake storylines themselves. And not only that, a situation for yourself where what happens when you see certain young nigga or this young nigga here and he's from him? You can you ask, you got to be a real fighter like you say, or have your pole on you like you said you be doing. Come on, man, all this shit ain't worth nothing no more, nigga. But get on here and protect it. Down that you done,
Oh, Mike.
you got to stand in them shoes, you got to fulfill them, and on top of that, you show and prove to us, the world, especially to the Nixon guard individuals from the Nixon and the Nixon natives, that the 60s crew recruits you basically, because the story tells it. The rolling 60s recruits you. You became fascinated with Big U. You became
a mole.
They told you, hey man, it's on the Bonnie Hunters in the 60s. When you know, back in the 2000s, in the millennium, and the Peace Treaty era, it was the W car. So Watts car had problems with the 60s back then because of the Great Streets. They get heavy. So this is where our connection came, because a few of the little homies, Baby G and them, got into clubs with them. So it trickled on to us. So we really never got along with it.
Pause, I'll say this, right? And I'm gonna get some throwback. We gonna go throwback, like, right? Had the PJs and 6-0s ever clashed or got into a year? I'm not at liberty to give you that situation, right? That got us into it with the 6-0s, but it did explode into a hood beef. But the Bonnie Hunters, the Great Streets was getting into it with the 6-0s because they was pushing Bonnie Hunter Great. You know, no disrespect. We got D-Lo in the chat, you know. D-Lo, if he my age or older, then he can attest and, you know, confirm that at one point in time, it was Bonnie Hunter Great Street. And that was a cold force. It wasn't too many hoods that consider that, because that was damn near a car within itself when it was Bonnie Hunter Great. A lot of dudes didn't want no problems with them dudes. If Bonnie Hunters and the Great Streets was at the club that night, you might as well turn around. They taking niggas bitches, they busting niggas over the head with bottles, they tearing up the club, they doing their thing. Just apples and grapes. I never really acknowledged the orange aspect because I'm not cool with bringing outsiders to go against, you know, other cats and Watts and all this and all that. But yeah, it was Bonnie Hunter grapes, and some Bonnie Hunters and some Hoovers push oranges, apples, and grapes. We used to have football games against the Bonnie Hunters, the Great Streets, the Hoovers, and all that. And these were some amazing games and all this and all that. Like, but yeah, but you see what the alliance was. So before you ever heard of Sue moving and grooving, it was oranges, apples, and grapes. And that was an alliance between the Hoovers, the Bonnie Hunters, and the Great Streets. The PJs, we stayed, did our own thing. Yo, what's the deal? What's the deal, man? I'm back. Experiencing a little technical difficulties and all that. But listen, man, stay tuned for part 2. I got a story I'm gonna tell y'all about, man. This story is when like I was telling y'all, the PJs ain't never went under that type of alliance around this time. Later on, the homies would align themselves with the bounty hunters, and I've never been a representative of Hunter Herd. That's not my thing. I got major love for my niggas from bounty hunters. I got major love for the bounty hunter niggas in Garden, but I never subscribed to that alliance of Hunter Herd. That's never been my thing. Bounty hunters is bounty hunters. PJs is PJs. There was a time when it was bounty hunter Grape. The homies getting into it with the Gray Streets at the gym and the Nickersons. So you got to understand, these dudes has an alliance. They're connected. You feel me? They align with one another. So when we get into it with the Gray Streets and the Nickersons, the bounty hunters in Gray Street tried to lock us in the gym, and the intentions was to, try to pick the homies off in the gym and all that. I may give you that story in a few more stories, but this thing with this dude DJ Prosper, man, his homies been chiming in, his homies been on his head, man. I will go, further into the content and all that, but I'm gonna end it right now. All right, this brother Freddie Fast say the turf way different. Y'all break down hoods by the block. It's more unity in Texas. I mean, and this is what I be saying. Freddie Fast, 11A Home Street, Tangerine. What's up, cuz? All my peoples from Home Street on PJ Crib, man. Shout out to all my peoples on 118th Street, 117th Street, cuz. Shout out to the Home Streets. PJ Crib, I have an abundance of love for the Home Streets, for my niggas from Front Street and all this and all that. Like, but I be having discussions with my peoples from the Bay. My peoples from the Bay say we don't gang bang, we turf war. It's pretty much essentially the same shit. Do you have a group of niggas? And do your group of niggas beef with some more niggas, another group of niggas? That's essentially gang banging, cuz. The difference between us and our cousins in the Bay Area, cuz, is that they don't fly colors, cuz we push red and blue. And that red blue thing, it ain't even really that significant anymore. Like, niggas rock hood hats. Like, if you see a nigga with a Blue Jay hat on, he from PJ Watt's crib. But even though it's crazy, right? But even though the BPSs is now wearing Blue Jay hats, like, you feel what I'm saying? It's crazy. But if you see a dude with an Astro hat on, cuz from Hoover. So a lot of hoods has now adapted to rocking hood hats versus colors. You may see a Crip and he may be flamed up like a blood, but he got a hat on signifying that he from 30 Crip, or he from 60 Crip, he from PJs, he from Bonnie Honors, he from Hoover, or he got the Colorado Rockies hat on. He may be from Gray Street. He got anything Minnesota Vikings and all this. He may be from Gray Street type shit. Like, so that color thing, it ain't as significant and it isn't as important as it was back in the days. I was just watching an interview. Who was it? They was interviewing somebody. Oh, the dude from Avalon. I forget what his name is. Ex-con or convict or something like that. They was interviewing ex-con, and ex-con perspective is where the color line broke down at in regards to the colorism that used to dominate the gang culture, Crip and Blood gang culture. He said that the color line broke down with Tommy the Clown and all that. Like, no, the color line began to become less significant when Tommy Hilfiger came out. Remember the Tommy Hilfiger jacket it was predominantly red with the yellow on it, and then they had the blue one with the red and yellow and orange and all that. Like, you feel me? Fashion is what got gangbangers from solely wearing blue for the Crips and solely wearing red for the Bloods. Like, it was fashion. Remember those black and white patent leather Jordans came out, and all the Crips was rocking them. And then the next year, the next series of Jordans came out with the bubble, the holographic bubble on the side, where they had the white and red ones, and a lot of Crips was getting them. And then they came out with the different color spectrums and all that. Michael Jordan's and Tommy Hilfiger, as well as Nautica and Polo Ralph Lauren, is the reason why Crips start wearing red and Blood start wearing blue, while the colors begin to, have less significance to it. I'm gonna read a few comments, man, and matter of fact, let me play this shit from this dude, DJ Prosper. I believe he's a snitch. I believe he's a snitch. I have no paperwork nor documentation. All I have is his confession and his words. Let me see, where is that? Is this the one? Boom, right here. Let's get into this. Listen to what this nigga say, cuz.
Little flavor, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm on the team too, making my little 5,000 a week. But I ain't driving no cars and driving cars.
Come on,
You
cuz.
feel me? So I'm like, I want to go there, man. And then when I went, man, that was the best thing I could have done. It was popping. It was lit. Dorsey was popping, man. I had fun.
This nigga say that he was going to Dorsey, and he used to make $5,000 a week. That's $20,000 a month, and he wasn't driving. He ain't had no car. Listen, man. Coming from the projects, whether it's Imperial Course, Jordan Downs, nigga cigars. Soon as we make 2 bands, homie, we trying to get a little bucket. Remember, you can get a decent little running bucket for $1,000. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Man, off top, we gonna have somebody go to the auction and go get us a bucket or buy a bucket off the streets for $1,000. Now I'm mobile. Now I can get out and do more things. Now I can increase my visibility and all that. Like, right? In the next 1,000, if it ain't going for the re-up, I'm about to go buy me some clothes. So I'm fly as a motherfucker, and I'm driving as a young nigga. So for this dude to sit here and say he was making $5,000 a week and he wasn't driving a car, come on, cuz, you bunking, you lying. I don't think you was making no motherfucking $5,000 a week. I think you corn popping, my nigga. I think you over exaggerate your position and who you was from the Nicholson Gordon housing projects and what you was really into, my nigga. We don't believe you need more people. This is coming from a nigga who was a straight A student. This is coming from a nigga who was a teacher, all this and all that. Like, come on, my nigga, you ain't got to come on the internet and masquerade and pretend to be anybody other than who the fuck you are, my nigga. You making $5,000 a week, $20,000 a month as a young nigga in the projects, and you wasn't driving a Dorsey. Man, get your stupid ass out of here, man. Now listen to this incriminating shit that this weird ass nigga say.
On that Dorsey.
Now, did you stay out of trouble? Did you ever catch any cases growing up?
I did, but I want to say after high school.
Cuz took too long to answer that. He took too motherfucking long to answer that. He hesitated. It's something there, and I'm gonna show you what's there. Check this out.
I ran into the police during high school. I got caught with blowers and all that. But they know the police. He ended up taking me to LP. I got caught with a blower, Coughlin. Guess what? He didn't take me in for the blower though, because he knew I was a smart kid. You feel me? It's just like you growing up over in the hood, you have a blower on you. I got caught curfew, whatever. I was going to the house though. He took the blower. He didn't put the blower on it. You feel me? And like he always used to with me though, growing up. He always with me. But you feel me? Like you call me with a blower one time, you ain't gonna catch me with it again. You feel me? But then it's like shit.
Listen to what the fuck this nigga saying, cuz. We all didn't watch the first 48. And the detectives come in and say, man, you seem like a good kid, man. Man, just tell us the truth and we can help you. You seem like a good kid. You go to school? This weird ass nigga. Yeah, I go to school. I go to Dorsey. What kind of grades do you get, little buddy? I'm a straight A student. I don't get in trouble. I only had a gun because I was scared. Well, you seem like a good kid, and this is how I can help you. Because if you're a straight A student in the Nicholson Garden housing projects, dude, you don't want a criminal record, dude. How about I take you to jail, to LP, just for a curfew violation, and you help me, man. Do you know anything about this drug house over there? Have you ever heard of this name? Do you have any information that can help me solve cases? Yes, sir. I know that my big homie, he sell drugs out of this apartment. I only had the gun because I was scared. I understand, little buddy. You're a straight A student. You don't really make the cut, or you don't put me in the mind of a hardcore gang member. You're scared. You're in your environment. You got a gun. I understand, but I want to help you get out of this. Can you tell me about that big homie who has a drug spot and where's that? And who all in his drug spot? Do they have any guns in there? And then he say, you know, they built a relationship with Coughlin because he snitched. He said, yeah, and he'll always fuck with me throughout my life. Because you had that was your handler. You was weed tipping. You was snitching to Coughlin. You was an informant. You tell Big U where your homies at over there on the side of the 10 freeway at that big cemetery. Like, homie, man, your reputation is looking bunk as a motherfucker, homie. I believe this dude is a snitch, homie. Coughlin, McMahon, what's the other nigga name? Young, Coughlin, McMahon, Young, Maracas out the joint. Man, them niggas ain't let no niggas go on no pistol case, cuz. unless you telling that's on PJY script. You give me another nigga for PJ Bonnie of Great Street that can come on here and say Coughlin, MacMan, Whitehead, Marcus, Young, and all these other dudes that caught you with a pistol and let you go without you giving them some information. It don't work like that, homie. Would they be politicking on? Would the police really be politicking on? LAPD, LA County Sheriff's, homie, it's guns, narcotics. You don't got no guns? You don't got no narcotics? The fuck out of here. I was a young dude in the projects, homie, that they was chasing. Man, that's on PJY script, homie. I got a burner on me. I really got a burner on me, like, right? I got a burner on me. They see me. It's after curfew, right? So they see me. I see them. I pause like a deer. I pause like a deer in the headlight. What they gonna do? Is they gonna keep going? Is they gonna pursue me? Soon as the car door open, I'm gone. I'm running them down in by Maureen House on PJ Crip. I throw the pistol. I was able to get across the street to the island side. Boom! I get to the island side. They own me. You hear the car? One of them on feet. You can hear the and the motherfucking keys and all that shit on the belt and all that. They own me on PJ Crip. I run back across the street over there where the gym is at, and that's where they give me. I'm coming around the corner on East Side PJY script. The police officer got his gun out, pointed in my face. On Mike, I stopped. I don't got nothing, officer. Please don't shoot me. Don't shoot me. What the fuck are you running for? I almost blew your fucking brains out, you dumb fuck. They take me down to the ground, give me a few, bam, boom, bam, boom. They fucking me up. The homie Sebo, rest in peace. He over the homegirl Niecy house on PJ Crip. They see that they fucking me up. Sebo come over like, what's up, cub? And get off the little homie, cub. You ain't got to do him like that, he a kid. They start fucking me up to start fucking up Sebo on PJ Crip. They fucking Sebo up. Everybody out there tripping like, why y'all doing this? This police brutality, man. I get the fuck on. I walk away on PJ Crip. Shit, I'm good. They was on me. Initially, they was on me on PJ. They took Sebo to jail. He ain't do that much time. He did like 2 or 3 days, whatever they charged him for. He get a DA reject on PJ Crip. Cub come back to the hood. He mad at me. How the fuck you gonna be mad at me, nigga? And I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing as a young soldier. I'm walking through the projects. I got a pistol on me. The police pursue me. I dump the pistol. I get on. I just so happen to run on the island side where y'all was at. Come back on the bull side. They get me. I ain't asked you to come over there and hey, cuz, what you doing to the man? I ain't asked none of you motherfuckers to protest or do none of that shit for me. I was ready to go to LP on PJ Crip. It just so happened Sebo was a big swole homie on PJ Crip. If you know Sebo, Clyde Baldwin, you know he was a powerhouse, big ass homie, right? The police just had it out to beat the shit out some niggas. They whooped my ass, turned their attention on Sebo, start fucking cuz up. Man, I'ma just stand there. What the fuck I'ma stand there for when I got a gun in the bushes? Man, I'm out of here on PJ Crip. But make a long story short, cuz I say all that to say this, my nigga. Ain't no way that the police is gonna book you for a pistol, right? We got a pistol on your person. We booking you for a pistol and they let you go. That's on Eastside PJ Crip, man. Some niggas told on me, right? Walking through the projects. Me and my nigga Donut from Fudgetown Mafia Crip. Rest in peace on my nigga Donut. We see the police. I throw my pistol on PJ. At that point in time, man, I'm high as a motherfucker off that pot of cocaine before I start fucking with pot of cocaine. I'm high as a motherfucker, right? I throw my pistol in the bushes and I casually walk over there and start talking to the homegirls, but I'm not knowing that it's a nigga on the phone telling them everything that they seeing. Like, Donut, get on. He don't take no chances. Pew, he break and run with his pistol. Like, I'm talking to the homegirls. Police come, apprehend me, detain me, put me in the cuffs and all that, action with a gun at me. They ain't got no gun, but his partner on his phone, his partner going to these bushes and he stopped mid-bend over and then he turned around and looked and went straight to my pistol. Some niggas had told on me, we ain't gonna get all into that, right? But it ain't no getting up out of that. And they ain't even get the pistol on my person. And I had to go do some time for a pistol light. So for this dude to say he got caught with a pistol on his person and Coughlin and let him out because he's a good kid, come on, man, that's some bullshit. That nigga done told on some folks, homie. Come on, man, I got watch niggas in the motherfucking chat, homie. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know how this shit go. You can't say no nigga that got booked with a pistol on his person, whether juvenile, whether as a juvenile or as an adult, and the police just let him go. Come on, my nigga, that shit don't work like that. I believe that's when that nigga first started telling. I believe that the nigga's informant, homie. On my mama, I believe cousin is an informant. But let's get back into the content. Let me see. On my mama, I believe this nigga an informant, cuz.
You didn't even give me no time for that. I'm freaked out. I'm freaked out over that.
What the fuck out of here?
You feel me? So me up. But you know what I'm saying? Let me know like it ain't really against me, but I still gotta watch out because he can hang that over my head or who knows, you feel me? I was getting away with it.
Man, listen, cuz the only way that nigga can hang that over cuz head is if that nigga told some information. Hey, remember that pistol that let you go for and you told me about that dope spot? Yeah, you a snitch. And I notice how to get down. It's on PJ Crip. Listen, cuz I'm a young nigga, but I always remember this. We on the Honor Side parking lot. We in the Honor Side parking lot chilling, big cooling and all that. The big homies out there. We smoking chronic like a motherfucker. We smoking so much chronic, man. I don't know what the fuck I was feeling. But I wasn't feeling like myself. I was feeling like it was two additional niggas inside of me. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, I'm hungry. Do I want to go home and eat? Man, dude, like, I don't know. I was just tripping, my nigga. We chain smoking chronic blunts and all this and all that. The police pull up, the nigga Mac Man. He jump out, he see one of the homies, he call a homie by name. Wooty woo woo. And then he call him by his gang name. Woo woo. You should be ashamed for yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. And you just standing with your homies like this. This guy, he should be ashamed of himself. Be ashamed of what? And throughout years of me doing certain shit and getting deeper and deeper into the streets, cuz I knew what cuz was talking about when he told the homie he should be ashamed of himself on Eastside PJY script. The homie was down bad. He was informing on the low, my nigga. So that's why they hold shit over motherfuckers' head. Like, yeah, remember that information you gave me? Yeah, remember you had that pistol and I let you go? Like, yeah. So that's the shit this dude is talking about, homie. Niggas be coming on here with the intentions of going viral and seeking clout, but you fuck over your reputation, cuz, because you're not going about it the right or correct way, my nigga. You niggas be fucking yourselves, homie, but it's to your detriment. You niggas is self-sabotaging.
A lot of shit though when I was in high school. That's why I was able to be on the team. Big homie put me on the team. I know how to cook dope. Told me how to cook dope, all that shit, bro. I ended up cutting my finger. So we cooked the dope and we wrapped it. We'd chop it down to like quarter pieces, halves. You know what I'm saying? And I was trying to be fast and I cut my finger with a razor blade, a 5-star gym star. I still got the mark, bro. That shit really cut my shit. The blood was squirting on the dope and all that. Big homie laughing because he's like, you think you a pro at this shit? You just going on fast, thinking you got it. No, everything. No, it's on this
weird ass nigga, man.
finger. It's right here. It's a line. It's a line on my.
Get your weird ass up out of here, man. I wonder how many spots that this nigga done worked in or was affiliated with or had knowledge of. They got ready to got hit. That's what I want to know. To the bunny on us, man. Shit, do y'all homework and try to remember like how many spots this nigga done worked in or this nigga that had knowledge of or this nigga done dropped off some work or picked up some money or picked up some work from. They got raided. Like, man, this dude reputation at this point is questionable. I know it's bunny on the business, bunny on the politics and all that, but you play a partner from up out of the PJs, man. We know we got to know, man. Inquiring minds want to know. But let's see what his homies feel about him, cuz. Let me go right here. Let me close this one out. Boom. Hold on, y'all. We're gonna close that out. And let's see, is this the one? Yeah, this the one right here on Mike. Let's see what cuz homies feel about him. Cause his homies had to chime, man. Like, you feel me? That's the thing. Niggas be seeking clout, cuz, but you get the wrong type of clout. I don't seek this shit. If it come, it come. If it don't, it don't. Give a fuck about no clout, cuz. But that's where these niggas get the game misconstrued at. Everybody want to be famous. Nigga, I'd rather be rich on crib. All right, I'm sharing the screen. This is Bunny on the BJ talking about him giving a little value.
Yeah, hell yeah. I used to fuck the dog shit out of his mama. I used to spend nights in his house. Real talk. This ain't no internet bash. Since he want to go there and get on this internet and say he a real one, a gangster. I used to carry gun. Let's go. This your real big homie. This Nino Cappuccino. AK.
Did you even know that guy?
Yeah, hell yeah. I used to fuck the dog shit out of his mama.
We got Bunny on the BJ self-admitting that he used to fuck the shit out of his mama. So technically, Bunny on the BJ is this nigga stepdaddy. But let's back in and see what his homie saying about him. Cause you got a dude named Moso Goso. He said, blood, I'm crying. Not fucking his mama, the disrespect. You got Killer Twine. Killer Twine was mentioned in one of his stories when he give us the account of how Big U marked out Top Dog. He said Killer Twine was there. Killer Twine is in the comments. Killer Twine, all money in, crying, laughing faces. You got another bunny hunter named I'm Just Bosco or Basco 115 Charlotte on BH. I used to see him creeping out of there. So he's saying he's confirming that he didn't see Bunny Hunter BJ creeping up out of this dude Esco, aka DJ Prosper Mama house. So he's you know giving us the information that he's confirming that Bunny Hunter BJ used to be Melvin fucking his mama. All right, you got Ray Thang, Ben Laden. He got a G blank on here, so I assume that he's a bunny hunter as well. He said Blood said he was beating mom's doonies down. You got a dude named T-Lone 114. He say, Blood, I'm crying laughing. Project 80 Baby says crying faces with the head on the forehead emoji with the I don't know. OTH GB 115 crying laughing face. Sir Too Tall 300. Blood say Esco Unk bleed him. Rockefeller say crying laughing face. I'm dirty 2G. That's them 2G niggas from up out in the niggas. He was too raw for a condom and that laughing faces. The real jizz crying laughing faces. It's a lot of bunny hunters in these comments, homie, that's crying laughing at this weird ass nigga, homie. So that's what his homies feel about it. Ain't nobody saying, oh, Blood, that's the homie. Don't say that about the homie mama. Are you out of pocket or none of this or none of that? Like, you feel what I'm saying, man? You said some busted shit that not only painted a negative picture or an improper portrayal of bounty hunters, but also of Watts dudes, homie, because at the end of the day, the bounty hunters is Watts cats, homie, and just being from Watts, we don't move like that, my nigga. But y'all stay up and be blessed, man. Too black, too strong. We all we need, we all we got. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, do all that and do all that. Do whatever you want to do. If you like the channel and you rocking with it and all that, man, I shouldn't even have to ask you to do the things that I need you to do so I can stay in the algorithm. But y'all stay up and be blessed, man. Too black, too strong. We all we need, we all we got. Let's live in peace before we have to rest in it, man. And y'all be blessed, man. Have a blessed day. Make it count. I got to get ready for work, man. Y'all be easy. Let me see, cuz. What's up with this?